Kia ora e te whānau, ko mātai toku ingoa. Welcome to episode 4 of Kickstart, where we bring you anything and everything to do with art. On today's show, we are welcoming an artist from here in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, First Reserve, to check out their music video, Alice. Then, we will be speaking to one of Massey's own, author Brian Walpert, to korero about his book, Empathy. Later on, we will discuss the remarkable film, Waru. Stick around and maybe we'll have time for a surprise game too. Today, I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts, Tēnā korua, Yolanda and Zoe.
Thanks, Matai. I'm super excited to check out the exclusive items we've got lined up today. How about you, Zoe?
Oh, I am for sure. I'm really looking forward to chatting with our new guests. We'll start by taking a look at First Reserve's stunning music video for their 2025 hit single, Alice, which has actually gained over 20,000 monthly listens. Amazing work for a local artist.
Oh, absolutely. And if you were lucky enough, you might have already caught a performance from them this year. From Cuba Duper Newtown Festival to Rhythm and Vines. That's a lot of touring.
Well, a lot of touring goes a long way because around Poneke, the name First Reserve really seems to be ringing a bell.
I couldn't agree more, Zoe. And with a rising star like First Reserve, it's going to be fantastic to have them join us on the couch today.
Let's get the vibes going with their single, Alice.
Has it ever struck that it's no fun to love someone who's done everything that could possibly be done? Has it ever struck that it's no fun to love someone who's never afraid, so comfortably numb? If there's a mountain you're climbing, if there's a new trend you're trying, last week so please don't call me again, Alan.
Hoki mai anō, that video was really something. Along with Alice, First Reserve has released several singles, and as of last November, their debut EP, There's a God. Welcome to the show, Ryan, aka First Reserve.
Yeah,
ora.
kia te pēhā koe. How's it going?
I'm going great. No, you're good. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. It's so awesome to have you here. So can you tell us what the shooting process for this video was like?
It was pretty hectic. I guess I'd never really done a music video before.
Whoa.
And at the time, I was living with a pretty talented videographer, Cameron Marwick.
Oh, that's helpful, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to hear
And
that.
I wanted to make a music video, so did he. We ended up shooting a lot of the scenes in my old flat, which was kind of this
Oh.
rundown 2-story house in Te Aro.
Nice.
And then we filmed some on location at San Fran at a show of mine.
Oh,
and
awesome,
At
yeah.
a bar called Juniper. Kind of had this like loose narrative about like a stalker type, but
Oh,
Wow.
I think that's communicated in it. I think but
for
it's
sure.
kind of what the song's about.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Wow.
Very, very
It's an
cool.
awesome music video, yeah.
Thank you.
First music video? That's incredible.
Yeah, no, first one.
Yeah, wow.
I was wondering, in a previous interview, you had mentioned that everyone has an Alice in their life. I was wondering if maybe you could talk more on that, expand upon it a bit.
Yeah, totally. I mean, ideally, not everyone has an Alice in their life, but I guess what the music video portrays it as like kind of like a stalking
Yeah,
figure,
yeah.
but in reality, the song was written about someone that kind of tears people down to lift themselves up, and obviously that is quite like a draining, toxic
Yeah, it
presence to
sounds
have.
like
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so
Wow.
probably not someone you want to have around.
Yeah, ideally not.
Probably
Ideally
someone you
not.
want to say goodbye to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cut
Oh
those
my gosh.
ties. Yeah.
So tell us, you've had a really packed schedule, it seems. Cuba Duper Newtown Festival, Rhythm and Vines.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's like insane. Do you have any tips on like how you stay healthy and prevent burnout and things?
I mean, I've been pretty burnt out at the start of this year, I think.
Yeah, no.
But I think that it's just kind of like somewhat natural after being quite busy over New
Yeah,
Year's
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
all I did after that was kind of take a month off.
Yeah.
I
Just,
think
yeah.
Fair enough.
really
Yeah,
restorative and
well
Yeah,
deserved.
kind of just
Yeah.
reminded me like why I had to think about why I wanted to make music and play
Yeah,
shows
yeah.
in the first place, and ended up coming back
Yeah,
a lot more
sure.
reinvigorated and
Yeah.
positive. So
Kind of
Yeah.
refreshed from taking a bit of a break.
yeah, totally. I think my advice to anyone who's feeling a bit strained would be to just let go a little.
Yeah.
just loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
it's very nice.
It's good advice, yeah.
When developing your own music, do you have any kind of musical influences or inspirations that kind of come across in your work?
Yeah, for sure. I've always kind of been a obsessive music listener. Like
Yeah.
I'll just go into like really intense phases of certain artists.
No,
and
that's
stuff.
that's really real.
That's so real, yeah, no.
Like starting in year 11 or 10, like the heavy Nirvana phase, and that was like something I don't really want to go back to. But right now I'm really in kind of like a indie folk kick.
Oh,
nice.
I got to see one of my favorite artists at San Fran last week. His name's Hudson Freeman,
Oh,
and it was he's just an amazing songwriter, great guitar
Yeah,
player. And, so I think that's maybe starting to influence the music I'm making at the moment.
Yeah,
definitely.
right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really
It's very
cool. Speaking of which, do you have any things on the horizon for your music career? Any big gigs or anything coming up?
Yeah, well, got a few gigs coming up later in the year. Going to be going a couple places we've never been before, but can't give that away
Exciting.
just yet.
Oh, it's a secret.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goddamn. No.
It's the worst kept secret ever. But, And yeah, I'm also working on a bunch of new music, which
amazing.
will also be available this
very
year.
cool.
So,
Oh, that's so
Sounds
cool.
very
Yeah.
exciting.
thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been so awesome talking to you. Be sure to check out First Reserve and their debut EP, There's a God, and also any upcoming music from them. You can find them on Instagram at I'm First Reserve. And up next, we have author of fiction and poetry, Brian Wolpert, who's joining us on the couch very soon.
Sounds very, very exciting. But first, I think we should have a look at that music video.
Alice, I don't wanna be your friend. Please don't call me again. Alice, I don't wanna be your friend. Loving you is a challenge, just like the ones you always win. How could you be so callous, Alice? Oh, and I'm the one you should live in. So please don't call me again, Alice. I don't wanna be your friend. Please don't call me again, Alice. I don't wanna be your friend. Please don't call me again, Alice. I don't wanna be your friend. Please don't call me again, Alice. Since this week, I gotta put this to an end.
No Maiano to Kickstart. Just in time for our next special guest, Brian Wolpert, to talk about his most recent book, Empathy. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. So Empathy came out last year to much critical acclaim, being listed in the Spin-Off's People Choice Awards. It's a sci-fi thriller that follows a complex emotional plot. What inspired you to write this particular book?
Well, it's about a father and a son, and I started writing it after my father died.
Oh wow.
And I knew I was going to write a father-son book.
Yeah,
I didn't know what it was going to be like, but I knew that was going to be the focus.
Wow, yeah. Oh, that's really beautiful.
That's really cool.
Sorry to hear that though.
Oh,
Yeah. So in the book, empathy is like a tangible thing. How did you come across this idea?
Yeah, so writers do things in different ways. I am not a planner. I'm a planner in
Yeah,
life, but I'm not a planner in
writer.
fiction. So I knew there was going to be perfume involved, and
yes.
that magic would be involved. The father's a magician.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Magic ended up playing a much smaller role than I thought. Empathy came out of just writing the scene. So I knew they were working on a perfume. There was a marketing meeting in the book, which I hope is more interesting than that sounds. And
sure
during that writing of that, it just sort of emerged that they were going to try to market a perfume that would bring people together.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone says, well, can we actually make people feel empathy through the scent? And that's how
really interesting.
that's how it starts.
Wow. That's such a interesting way of coming across it while you're writing.
Yeah, that's how
That's a very
mostly
interesting
happens.
process.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
very cool. I was wondering if someone came to you to make this into a feature film, would you be kind of excited at the idea or maybe a bit more wary about it?
I would be very excited. Do you know somebody?
I'm sure we could get someone. Get someone at
I'd
Massey.
love it. I'd love it. And the thing about movies out of books is, my own feeling is you've got to let it go,
Yeah.
right? Because it's an interpretation of another art. And I'd be very curious what someone would do with it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very interesting answer.
Yeah, like letting it go. Yeah. So in the novel Empathy, we see a lot of themes of like loneliness and guilt.
Yeah.
You also explore grief and its ability to alter a person in your
Yeah.
previous novel, Entanglement, which you have here as well. What do you think pushes you to draw, to like talk about these kinds of themes?
It's a good question, and they were there right from my first book of fiction, which is a book of short stories some years ago. And I remember my mother reading that book, and she finished it, and she said, "Where did we go wrong?"
Oh, wow.
It was so sad. And I think fiction's about being human.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, definitely.
and that's just a real integral part of being human. And the flip side of that is the reason people feel grief and guilt and things of that nature is because of connection or want of connection
Yeah.
and love and family. And my books are really about that as much as they're about the darker side of it, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
Very interesting. Like, just, wow. Very cool. I was wondering, a lot of writers suffer from writer's block. I was wondering if you maybe had any tips or tricks to overcome that, maybe for young authors as
Sure.
well, particularly?
Yeah. So the cure to writer's block, no one wants to hear this. The cure to writer's block is writing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, you just can't judge it, just write.
Yeah.
But the way I overcome it, if I say I'm going to write 1,000 words today, and I don't know what I'm writing, is I get a writing prompt. And if I'm writing a novel, I'll look for writing prompts. You can find them everywhere. And find one that is somehow sympathetic, the vibe is sympathetic to what I'm doing, and just follow the writing prompt and see where that takes me. And in fact, entanglement, the central emotional part of entanglement arose from a writing prompt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really interesting.
so you never know where it's going to come from.
Wow. Yeah. No.
So give yourself an assignment. That's my
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like,
Just
yeah.
write. Wow.
Yeah. I think that definitely applies to a lot of things in the arts as well.
Yeah. Just do it.
Just
Yeah.
start it. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for, joining us here. It's been really interesting getting to learn about the kind of process behind empathy and also having a look into, your process of being a creative author. It's been really interesting. Thank
Thanks.
you so much. It's been lovely having you.
It's been great being here. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Brian's books, Empathy and Entanglement, are available to purchase at Unity Books, or you can check out Book Hub online to find the store nearest you.
Now let's shift our focus from exercising our minds to exercising our bodies. Maybe it's about time we get out of the studio and stretch these legs.
I couldn't agree more, Yolanda. Let's have a look at the volleyball scene here in Poneke. Me utonu mai.
A slightly unknown but collaborative safe haven, ripe with teamwork and exhilarating gameplay, is the volleyball community in Wellington.
Volleyball has become immensely popular in schools, amongst younger people, not people of my generation so much, but people who are younger are wanting to find somewhere to play that isn't necessarily top-line competitive. And this is the sort of place where they end up playing.
Just to see how much volleyball has grown in Wellington, I've had a chat with Laura, who helps run the league.
Because I was always playing volleyball with CCV for years before I started running the sessions. So you get to know the people, you get to know all the volleyballers here in Wellington. You just build a relationship with them.
For local players, having a league here provides an important social and physical outlet they look forward to every week.
On the court, you're never alone. Everything you've got, everything you do, you're supported with people. I love that sense of community.
Because it's inclusive, so even though you don't know how to play that much, but you can still join the league.
As you can see, the volleyball community in Wellington is happily thriving, with so many people working hard to facilitate people from all ages to compete and play. Thank you CCV for all your help, and thank you to all the players here tonight. I'm Lily Shepherd, signing off. Back to you in the studio, and good night from us.
Whoa!
Oh, I haven't run like that since Mr. Whippy drove past.
Who's Mr. Whippy?
Anyways, okay, Matai, what's the scoop?
Welcome to the Box of Lies. In this game of tricks, you must open the box in front of you and describe it to your opponent. The twist being, you may either tell the truth or lie. If you guess correctly, you get a point.
Oh,
Ready to
interesting.
lose, Zoe?
I'm ready to win. Are you ready to lose?
No, because I'm gonna win.
Oh well,
sure.
Zoe,
Said
you're
that.
up first. Please grab your box and reveal the objects inside and begin your description.
Oh, interesting. I see. Well, I have what seems to be a duck.
Seems to be?
Oh, it is a duck. It is a duck on like a painting, like an easel.
It's a duck on an easel?
It is a duck on an easel. That is what it is, yes.
Okay, that doesn't sound very convincing. What color is the duck?
Yellow.
Okay.
Like a rubber duck.
What color is the easel?
Brown.
And sorry, so it's sitting on an easel? Or it's a painting of a duck on an
No,
easel?
it's a duck on an easel.
It's a duck on an easel.
Yes.
Is it attached to the easel?
Yep.
Why did you pause? I feel like it. What's it made out of? What's the duck made out of?
It's a rubber duck.
Okay, so hold on. So it's a rubber duck that's attached to like a wooden easel?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe that. I'm gonna say this is a lie.
You're locking in the answer
I'm
that it's a
gonna
lie?
lock in this is a lie.
Okay, Zoe, was it a lie?
It is a duck
What?
attached to an easel.
Ooh.
Why? Okay.
That is 1 point to Zoe. Sorry,
Yes.
Yolanda. Your
Boom.
turn, Yolanda. You can show us your object and start your
Okay.
description without Zoe knowing.
I'm very confused. Okay.
I was confused as well, believe me.
Yeah. I have a I don't know what I have. I'm not even gonna lie. I do
surely
believe
describe
it's a green blob holding a magical wand.
Okay. Right.
That sounds like a very honest description.
Any more context?
No!
What's it made of? The material?
I don't know. Something fuzzy. Something fuzzy.
Okay. Is it like soft?
Yes.
I feel like this is a really interesting, this is a very vague thing.
No.
Okay. Does it have like eyes? Is it like a character?
Yes, it has a lot of. No, it has 2 eyes. That's the normal amount of eyes.
It has 2 eyes.
They're really big.
Okay, I think you're telling the truth because I feel like if you were lying, you would have come up with something more specific. Does that make sense?
I
No.
like
My
your
reasoning?
thinking there. Yeah. All right.
I think I'm locking that in.
You're locking
Yeah,
in.
awesome. All
I
right,
can see
you
it in
are
your
correct,
eyes.
Zoe. That's
Boom!
another point to you. Well done. All right.
What is that?
That's
What
my
is
question
that?
exactly.
Oh, God.
It's a little green
Wow.
guy, and he's holding a magical wand.
Okay. All right, good job, Zoe. Your prize is you get to keep
Woo!
your little object there.
Oh, I think I'm going to pass this time, Marte. I'm not sure what I'll do with a duck on an easel. to
All
be
good,
honest.
more for me. If I Kene on Kickstart, we have the compelling trailer for Waru, an anthology of films by 8 Māori wahine directors from 2017. Let's take a look.
When I died, I saw the whole world. The people are angry. The anger is a lightning bolt and light up the sky. I see the people. I see the people. I see the people.
Ka mate rānei, I mua I tō ki ake. Ka nui tēnā, ka nui.
What's she doing? Is she going rogue?
People are struggling.
What's your superpower, Mum?
Invincibility.
You're gonna start a war.
I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna get those kids.
You saved me, Mum. Remember? I was the lucky one.
When I died, I saw the whole world.
Hoki mai anō. Waru is an incredibly made film. It follows themes of community and connection when one event affects everybody.
Yes, Waru is presented as 8 continuous shots in real time, each of the 8 vignettes connected by the tangi of a small boy named Waru, who died at the hands of his caregiver.
Divided into 10-minute pieces, each from different wahine directors, with the stories being told through wahine eyes. Each piece was only allowed one single shoot day, tasked with the challenge of being one continuous take, with the star of each film a Māori wahine, creating a very compelling and cultural piece.
Yeah. I see you have a popcorn bucket there.
I do.
Yeah.
There are some questions for us to ask each other in this bucket. Should we start off?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
Question?
we shall.
Awesome. What do you think of the switching of the POVs from a storytelling point of view? Was it easy enough to follow? Was it easy to follow the story despite switching POVs?
I absolutely thought it was.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
the film works really well in connecting it over this one kind of connected event, but enough different, but enough that's similar, you know, similar themes and things and very similar tone. And of course them all being one shots, which is so cool, really like kind of binds them together, I feel. Well, what did you guys think?
Yeah, I think it was definitely, you could definitely feel that connection. I don't think it ever felt disjointed or anything. And I guess that also helps because of the themes, well, obviously.
And I think when you watch the film, you kind of know what you're getting into, so you're not expecting like one narrative throughout, even though there is a narrative throughout.
It's like an overarching kind of.
You kind of accept the fact that it's these individual narratives throughout the film.
Definitely.
Would you like to ask another question, Yolanda?
Oh, I would love to ask a question in a little popcorn bucket. Okay. So, there's some heavy themes within Waru, making it at times a difficult watch. What was the strongest theme for you guys?
I would say definitely, for me, the theme that stood out the most was just womanhood and also motherhood as well.
Yeah.
Those two definitely.
Yeah, I really felt motherhood as a theme, connecting all of them, even though not every film is about a mother or an auntie or a grandma. It's still kind of, because it's about, you know, women and it's about this child, the sort of connection of their whānau connection to children and sort of maternal emotions.
Yeah, definitely. And just like, the maternal side really kind of shined through in a lot of them. It's very, very interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. I also thought the themes of like grief and community were really strong. And again, the kind of community I think in that motherhood sort of
Yeah,
space.
I definitely agree.
No, it's a really gorgeous film. Would you like to ask a question?
I would
Zoe?
love to ask a
Time for one
question.
more.
Let's have a look. We can all agree it is a confronting and complex film. However, which of the 8 POVs intrigued you the most?
I really liked the dragon one.
Oh yes,
I
the
know
dragons.
what you mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's the mother trying to get her kids to school and she struggle, and it just felt so real and grounded to me.
Yeah.
You know, she can't start the car, she can't really afford to feed her kids. You know, the call to wins was very realistic
Oh,
and
yes.
very
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That was my favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Really great to dive into a film. I hope we've encouraged people to go see it. If you haven't already seen Waru, it's available on AutoVision from the comfort of your own home.
So sometimes after we move out of home, it can be easy to forget that we have to take care of Titinana, the body. We can get so wrapped up in our jobs and schoolwork and keeping track of what's going on around us that we can forget that health is wealth. I want every single person watching this to get up after the show, drink a tall glass of water and spend a minute listening to your body and maybe book a checkup.
It sounds like a great few ideas there. And for the rangatahi in the crowd, we are one of the generations most concerned with mental health statistically. But for some of us, it's important not to forget that you have to take care of your brain as much as you do for your body. So if you are feeling burnt out, anxious or depressed, it's natural to clam up. But talking to someone can really be the first step towards treating yourself with the respect that you deserve.
Absolutely, you deserve so much. So go outside for a breather, throw a ball around with some mates. Here in Ponoke, we're really blessed to have a range of services that can provide support. So make sure to check out your school or university services on offer as well. And just remember, there are people all around us who are there to help.
Yeah, definitely. So if you or a loved one may be feeling down, or you might need some advice to do with your health, feel free to reach out and call Lifeline on 0800 543 354, or you can text 4357 for confidential support. You can also visit the website 1737.org.nz or text 1737 for any mental health related advice or support lines.
It's important numbers there, yeah.
Yeah. Back over to you, Matai.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Kickstart. After all those fantastic interviews, we hope to see you again next week for more action and adventure, because we have 3 new segments to show you more of Wellington's blooming art scene. We'll be talking to Michelle Duff, the author of Surplus Women, followed by a review of the film Workmates, and finishing off with The Splinters.
Thanks for sticking around, but there's always more to uncover. Thank you once again to Brian Wolpert and First Reserve for joining us today, and add Waru to your watch list.
Definitely. You can also catch us on Instagram and TikTok at Kickstart TV. So, we'll see you again next time, and remember, just keep grinning till the world stops spinning with Kickstart!
See you next week. Noho ora mai rā.